She's Nikki.
He's AJ.
And this is Till Death Do Us Talk.
Hey, you did it right.
Hey, did it right. Yay.
Yay. How are you?
Much fanfare. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's new? I like your hat.
What's new? My hat? You like my new hat?
I do like your
It
hat.
says Foo Fighters on it.
Where'd you get your hat?
At the Foo Fighters concert.
At the Foo Fighters concert.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Queens of the Stone Age opened.
Yes. So
it was good stuff.
Our episode last week on Wednesday was a little bit delayed because we were in Toronto.
It was uploaded from the hotel.
And yeah, that was
excuse me,
not my home internet. So it was not great. But it was up, and then we got Spotify up a little later the next day. But it got up, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you haven't listened to it yet,
you should listen to it.
You're listening them out of order, but I guess that's okay.
Because it's not a series.
I won't judge you.
No.
It'll just be a little bit weird if
you want to listen to 6 and then 2 and then 1 and then...
If you see a part beside it, maybe follow that number, but listen however you want.
Yeah. So that's what we did. Went to Toronto and went to the Foo Fighters and Queens of the Stone Age and ate Japanese barbecue.
That was so good.
That was pretty cool.
I really enjoyed that. And I was surprised at how much I was going to enjoy it, but they had everything I would eat.
You ever done that,
Beef.
Chuck? You ever done the thing where like they bring you all the raw meats and stuff to your table and you have the grill in the middle of your table?
No, I've never done that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Would you?
Yeah, I've heard about it. It sounds great.
Yeah? There is a place in London. We should go.
We should.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a place in London. We should go.
It's like all you can eat and they just keep bringing you whatever the hell you wanted.
Yeah, it was great.
You cook it yourself to whatever doneness that you like.
Oh, so good. They had mushrooms, and the lady beside us cooked her salmon so much better than I cooked mine, and I was so jealous because I was looking forward to it, but I just didn't cook it properly.
It seemed like she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she's been there before, but I think she also she ordered it like within her first batch and then left it there way longer than the little number thing says, because it's like, yeah, it's cooked, but you want it was in soup. It was in soup, but it was good.
It's probably like butter or something.
Yeah. It was butter soup, but
butter soup. Well, that'd be the best soup. Butter soup.
Not when it has like fish fat kind of mixed into it.
That would be gross.
A little different that way. Anyway, it was good. Don't let the fish fat deter you.
We should check it out.
Have you had Japanese barbecue at home? If you have, comment below. Unless you're driving, maybe come back and comment later.
Japanese people, I'm sure, have.
That's just grill.
Let's just be barbecue.
It's just barbecue.
That's just barbecue. Yeah. Hey, want to play a game?
Sure.
Let's do some quick trivia.
Okay.
Ready for some rapid fire trivia?
Okay,
Here's the first one. This is from Google AI.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
Which 1994 film features the iconic character Forrest Gump? You get multiple choice.
Oh, okay.
A, Pulp Fiction. B, Shawshank Redemption. C, Forrest Gump. Or D, The Lion King.
It had to be The Lion King.
It had to be. I thought he was Pulp Fiction, though.
That was
Forrest
amazing.
Gump.
Oh, God. Let's see how these questions go.
What is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere? Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, or hydrogen?
Oh, my God. I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know. I would assume oxygen.
Oxygen?
No. Oxygen is essential for us to breathe, but it only makes up about 21% of the atmosphere.
Chuck, did you know this?
I wasn't really listening to what you're saying.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
But nitrogen is 70%.
It's nitrogen, Charles.
It
makes about 78% of Earth's atmosphere.
78.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nice.
What is the capital city of Australia? Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, or Brisbane?
I want to say Melbourne just because I feel like Sydney's the obvious answer.
Right?
But I really don't know.
Chuck, what do you think?
Or no. He might know. It might not be him thinking.
Do you know?
No, I know it's not the obvious
not
one
Sydney.
you'd think.
Yeah, I think it's Melbourne.
That's what I think too, but I could be wrong.
No, we're wrong.
So
Is it Brisbane? No, we're wrong.
It's fucking Sydney.
No, it's Canberra.
Oh, okay. The one that I've never heard of.
Yeah,
that
we've
sense.
never ever heard. It's none of the absolute obvious ones.
Absolutely.
Okay, got another one. We gotta go through this quick. Who was the first emperor of the Roman Empire?
What?
Julius Caesar, Nero, Marcus Aurelius, or Augustus?
Augustus. I'm totally guessing.
You're absolutely correct.
Fucking A.
Originally named Octavian, became the first official emperor in 27 BC. Okay, which artist holds the official Guinness World Records for most Grammy Awards won? Quincy Jones, Beyonce, U2, or George Solti?
U2.
No. I say Quincy Jones. No. It's George, I bet. No, it's Beyonce.
Interesting.
Beyonce. Which planet in our solar system is most commonly referred to as the red planet?
Mars.
You are correct.
You're not answering any
I didn't
of
have
these.
to give. Well, kinda. I have been.
Okay.
I knew that too.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure I just didn't answer faster?
Which is the largest ocean on Earth? Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, or Pacific?
What do you think?
Arctic.
I think it's the Atlantic.
Yeah. It's not the Atlantic.
Damn.
It's not the Arctic. Chuck, what do you think? Indian or Pacific?
Pacific.
Oh, he's correct.
It's specifically correct.
It's the Pacific Ocean. It's the largest and deepest of Earth's ocean divisions.
And deepest.
All right. Berlin Wall, which divided the city, was torn down in what year? 61, 75, 89, or 91?
What were the two 60s again?
61 or 75? 89 or 91? The Berlin Wall was torn down in what year? I say 90 or 89.
You say 89?
89.
I was going to say 75.
Oh, I was right.
It was, wow. That's one thing that sometimes amazes me with history was I think like, oh, these things happened like hundreds of years ago, or at least like 100 years ago. And it's like, no, that's literally, I was born in 89.
Right.
Like, it's just interesting to think about. Sometimes I don't realize history sometimes is closer to now than it was.
Yeah.
To something else.
To them. You're not going to get this one.
Oh, okay.
Which fictional boy wizard has a pet snowy owl named Hedwig?
I think that would be Ron Weasley.
That's on here. That's on here. You want me to click
Percy
it?
Jackson is the other one.
You want me to Peter Pan?
No, it's definitely Harry Potter. And if I got that one wrong, I think I would be the worst
Harry Potter fan ever.
Millennial.
Oh, here we go.
Of my age group.
The Code of Hammurabi, one of the oldest deciphered writings of the significant length in the world, comes from which ancient civilization?
What?
It goes from who the fuck is Harry Potter's owl to the Code of Hammurabi. Have you ever heard of the Code of Hammurabi, Chuck?
No, never.
Jesus, Murphy. Well, it's apparently one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length in the world.
Okay, and what are the four possibilities?
Ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, ancient Greece, or ancient China?
Mesopotamia. You're
correct. Was created by the Babylonian king Hammurabi in ancient Mesopotamia.
I'm totally going to forget that now. I'm never remembering that fact.
No,
ever.
But we got 6 correct. We got 60%.
We're not that good, are we?
It's past 60%.
I mean, that's a very...
We got 6 out of 10.
It was a very wide range of topics, that's for sure.
That was fun. Good times.
Jesus.
It's kind of interesting how it went from like one extreme to the next.
Yeah, that's AI for you, I guess.
Right? It's like Forrest Gump was a character in what movie? Forrest Gump. But then who the fuck is Hammurabi? Sounds like a restaurant. Welcome to Hammurabi's. Can we take your order?
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have got pop today. I always forget that pop is not the thing to drink when you go on podcast.
You get belchy.
I get very burpy with pop. Very burpy.
What are we talking about today?
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Spooky.
That was not planned.
Not at all.
We have a lot of conversations at home about ghosts and the paranormal.
Spooks and specters and such.
We watch a lot of different movies and shows and YouTube kind of channels on it, and I thought, why not talk with our friends about it? a little bit.
Some of our favorites being Selena Spooky Boo.
Oh, I love her so much.
Who's right up the road here, apparently.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I'm not saying where. Or Sam and Colby.
Sam and Colby we've watched. Chris does Call Me Chris does some paranormal stuff too that I like to watch. And there's a lot more. Like I've listened to I listened to a podcast called Scared to Death.
Oh, okay.
And they're fantastic. It's a husband and wife team that tell each other scary stories, and it's so cool. They tell some really cool stories. So that's the rabbit hole.
So we're going to infringe on their
not really. No,
today?
I mean we are going to tell a story later on. So stick around for that. But we're going to start with just kind of talking about what we believe and kind of our thoughts and opinions on ghosts and paranormal activity and paranormal beings and entities,
bitches.
Stuff like that. Yeah. So I thought I'd start with: have you ever seen a ghost?
I don't know. I mean, considering most of them are invisible, probably not.
No. I've asked you a really interesting question when we were in Toronto too about how do you know if ghosts do exist and like they are, or spirits are walking around among us, and you're walking through like a city like Toronto? How do you know none of those people are ghosts that only you can see?
Yeah, that made me never want to leave my house ever again. That's like instant agoraphobia. Like Chuck could be a ghost. We don't know.
That I think I would know. But
How?
It's just like random. I don't know. I guess we should probably put a mirror in front of him.
Maybe like the house that he lives in is like haunted.
Maybe.
But then that doesn't make sense because I don't know. He
drives.
You have lived in some pretty old places. Like the first place you lived in when I met you, over by the fair. He could have been a haunted ghost from that place that just moved around. That's why he can't leave the area.
So have I always been a ghost, or did I die while you've known me?
Have you all of that?
And we just never were told.
Oh, that's a fucked up question too.
That's a weird way to think about it, Chuck. Thanks for that.
Thanks, buddy.
Chuck, do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Do you believe in ghosts, AJ?
I don't know. Not right now. I guess I'm not opposed to believing in ghosts, I guess. I'm open to the idea, but I don't think I've ever actually experienced something paranormal. I smoke a lot of marijuana. So like sometimes it's like, oh, did I actually hear that, or was I just high? So
Valid.
I don't know.
Valid.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in ghosts? I assume that's what the question you're waiting for. To ask you that question.
Yeah, that'd be great to ask me the same question.
So let's move on.
How polite of you. Yes, I do.
Why?
I do. I kind of feel like I have to.
Why?
I don't know. It's a comfort thing for me.
Because you feel like you have to.
It's a
you don't
comfort
have
thing.
to do anything.
No. Yeah, sure. But no, I think it's a little bit of a comfort thing for me in a way, because I like to believe that like my family could be ghosts in the afterlife, and that's kind of cool. I don't know. I also just kind of have. I don't know.
Why? But I guess the question would be, why is it comforting for a selfish reason? Like, are you comforted because you think they're coming back to visit you?
No.
But
I don't think they're coming back to visit me
if they
specifically
can't?
all the time.
Because what if they can't?
No, I think they come around at different times for different reasons.
But that doesn't seem like a very peaceful existence. Like when you die, you're supposed to be at peace or something like that. And then just coming back and like haunting people essentially. That doesn't seem good. It seems like work.
And maybe that's why they don't all do it.
So, but yeah, no, I can't say that. Because I don't know. I'm not one to say like, oh, I was, you know.
Sorry, I burped out my nose.
Did you have a glitch? Were you possessed by a ghost? Maybe I do believe in ghosts now.
For those just listening, I kind of like burped out my nose, so I did this little like weird squeaky looking face, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, I do. I don't know why. I just do. I can't really recall if I've had specific encounters per se that make me believe. I
per
just
se.
kind of do.
I guess, I mean, part of me thinks like, because our bodies are governed by electricity.
Sure.
We have electrical impulses and stuff in our body. And when you die, you don't have that stuff in there anymore. Where does the electricity go? It can't just
stuff in there,
die. Like, where does is that what ghosts is?
So how does my power get turned off?
Is ghosts just residual ghosts? Ghosts are electricity. That's how we have all these wonderful lights and all these wonderful cameras and stuff like that, is because of ghosts. No, it's just the electrical impulses of your body. Where do they go?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's a good point. Back into the earth.
Electrical impulses travel along your
Well, excuse me. Excuse us, LaGoogla.
Our Google on the tablet decided to answer that question.
You're not involved in the conversation, okay?
I don't even know why I didn't push a button. Like I said, this thing's acting weird today.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
It's possessed. No, but like, I guess I would. The hauntings I understand more are the ones that seem to be of a residual energy, that people say that's a residual thing. Like, it's something that happens over and over in a loop the same time, the same way every time. It's because where does that energy go?
Sure.
Right. And so it's just doing what it normally did. Whereas like poltergeists and demonic stuff and stuff like that, where they're actually seem to be aware or sentient, I have a hard time getting down on.
Okay, so follow-up question. If you don't believe in ghosts, what are you getting out of watching things like Sam and Colby and Selena Spooky? And why can't I have a Ouija board?
Because demons.
So, and I want all those questions to all of our friends too. Like seriously, I want everyone's answers.
What am I getting? I don't know. It's the
because like, do you not
the
like
intrigue? Like almost like if something is gonna happen and they are gonna catch it on camera, then I get to see it, but they never do.
So the like audio stuff that they always get and stuff, do you just not believe that?
I think that's that phenomenon that people talk about when it's almost like the suggestion of a voice coming through is placed into your head, so then you're going to hear it. Or like those things that came out on the internet where it was saying two different words, but when you read the word, you'd hear that word, and then if you read the other word, you'd hear the other word, but the audio sounded the same. I can't remember what the phenomenon is. It's called like a parpadilla or there is a phenomenon though where
it's like the whole teal dress syndrome thing, right?
Or something like that. So they're
telling syndrome. I don't think it's
so syndrome. They're telling you that this is going to happen, right? Or potentially going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've also noticed on shows like that before they don't allow it to be played again before they've said what they think they heard. So now you think you're hearing the same thing. Like, oh my God, it said no. And then they play it back again. And then you're like, oh yeah, it said no, because it's in your head.
Sure.
That's happened. The
proven thing.
Only video that's kind of weirded me out was the recent Sam and Colby one with Selena, where Sam and Selena, or Colby and Selena, were in the school or the hospital cafeteria
and the kids
and
section,
it was just like going off, and it was actually
those full sentences
this thing
on that
actually
thing
seemed to be having some sort of conversation with the two.
The context was
right?
there,
but at the same time, I don't know how trustworthy these gadgets are that they're using.
And to be fair, the people, like I love them, but they are not personal people of my circle. So how far or how much can I trust what they're doing? I like to believe
them. But they also
but
seem to lead some of these gadgets too, right? Like when they're doing the Estes method, which is them being blindfolded and listening to a radio that's scanning through different stations, and the spirit's supposed to be able to pull words and stuff like that. They'll ask a question, it'll answer something in some vague way, and then they'll relate it to the question that they just asked.
Mm-hmm.
When it's just some random, because you can do that for anything. It's almost the reverse of what quote unquote psychics or mentalists do with cold reading,
Sure.
right? Because a lot of things are coincidental to a lot of people, right? Like if somebody came up to you and said, "Oh, yada yada yada, scar under your chin." Well, yeah, I have a scar under my chin. Shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the most common number that's chosen out of
I
when
do
you
have
say
a scar under my chin.
exactly, you probably have one on your left knee too. When somebody says pick a number out of 1 from 1 to 10, it's like 8 times out of 10 somebody will pick 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I've
Right?
heard of that concept, and I know for sure.
So it's leading
absolutely
the conversation or leading the idea to something, an outcome that you want, and obviously they want this outcome on their channels.
right. And so, which is kind of a good way for me to lead in kind of to the next kind of subject I wanted to talk to before we talked about our stories that we found.
Okay.
Is portrayal of the paranormal in film.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Actually, sorry. Before we do that, there's different types of paranormal, and they'll all come up in different types of films. So, because there's not just there's your poltergeist, right?
We're talking more like ghosts and shit like that, right? Not like Freddy Krueger. And I mean, I got a weird story I could tell, and you could fucking interpret it either way. And it does have to do with the Freddy Krueger. But so in film, are we talking more? So we're not talking about like those supernatural slasher type
No,
guys?
I'm talking like The Conjuring like paranormal investigation kind of movies.
The Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And taking, so yeah, there's poltergeists and there's demons and there's like, so exorcism type demon stuff. And then there's the concept, I don't know if you ever heard of shadow people.
Oh yeah.
And then skinwalkers.
Okay, slow down. We can go through a few of them. Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, okay, so you have like the movie Poltergeist from 1982, which is a family who live in a house that is seemingly built on a Aboriginal burial ground. And all this fucking weird shit starts happening in their house, and their fucking little girl gets sucked into the TV, and she's stuck in the walls, and somebody's got to like go in a closet and save her or some shit like that.
Spoiler alert. Wait,
it came out in 1982. It's the statute of spoiler alert is gone. But yeah, so there's that idea where like there's one scene where they go into the kitchen and all the chairs are like stacked up on the table. And stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've seen this.
It's kind of like an 80s version of Paranormal Activity that's not shot from the point of view of a security camera.
Yeah, I think I've seen all of them.
Right, because like in Paranormal Activity, like you'll see like all the pots fall from the fucking rack, or all the banging of doors and stuff like that. Right. So yeah, that's, I don't know. It's got to come from somewhere. Right. But at the same time,
not necessarily. There's superheroes too in the world.
That's true. That's a good point.
In movie world,
why have none of these shows that we're talking about, even beyond YouTube? There's like Ghost Hunters. There's other ones, Paranormal Investigator.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of them.
Why have they never actually seen anything? Why has there never been something that's like so hardcore? Evidently, like there's no evidence that's like super believable and tangible. Like even though like the pictures you see on the internet and stuff like that, it's like nowadays that could just be fucking Photoshop.
I think it depends on what you know about things, because when you say things like that, my mind goes to like the Annabelle doll and the horrible stories that go along with that paranormal demonic freaking thing, and like the stuff that come from those like word of mouth stories, I guess.
Well, then,
but
I guess you're thinking of things that are maybe more based off of a true
truth of some
event.
sort. Yeah.
So then there's the Amityville horrors,
right,
where that family moved into the house, and I can't remember if it was the dad or if it was a young man or something like that who like went crazy and killed everybody. And then it was like the brother of the family went in and he like killed his whole family, and then this other family moved in afterwards,
Right.
And yeah, and then the dad started to kind of go all rangy
Loopy
and
and
stuff
stuff
like that. In the
like
movie,
that.
it was like the walls were bleeding and the house was telling them to get out and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. It was exaggerated, I think, a little bit, but they did
Oh.
say some of those things happened to them. And
But then
if that's what they say, then that's
begs
what they
the question
say. But
of mental health.
sure,
Right?
was there a
Like-
gas leak? Who knows? But like, yeah, it's crazy to think about. Like, there could have been some form of weird gas leak where, like, the family before, that's what happened to them, and then it was happening again to the family after.
Right.
And then, yeah,
Movies like that kind of creep me out more, I guess. They're not as entertaining for me. It's more like, man, that'd be fucked up if that actually happened. Because it's set in such a way that it feels like it hits closer to home.
well, yeah, because you could walk down a set of stairs in your own house and
Right.
feel like something's walking behind you.
Versus the movie we watched there, the last movie we saw at the theater, Evil Dead Burn. It's like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Right? Yeah, it's fucked up and like oh my god and gory and scary in that way. But like that's just stupid.
So we're not summoning things, but
No.
they can be in the house, but you can't summon them. So why can't I have a Ouija board?
Because if there's any potential whatsoever, no. I'm not going through that
that's
crap that we
amazing.
see in horror movies all the
Doesn't
time.
believe in
No.
it, but I can't have it.
Flies around my house, walls bleeding. You know what's going to happen if my house tells me to get the fuck out? I'm getting the fuck out and leaving your ass there.
That's okay. I get it.
You can fucking deal with it. If for some reason you bring a Ouija board into my house and then all of a sudden my house starts talking to me and telling me get the fuck out, I'm getting the fuck out. And
Deal.
you can deal with that shit.
Deal.
Not happening.
So, opportunity for our friends to chime in. Do you have a Ouija board? Do you have a cool Ouija board story to tell us? What's your favorite paranormal kind of mind thriller sort of scary movie?
You know the one that did it almost the best? Blair Witch Project, the first one.
I was quite young when I watched it, and it scared the living shit out of me.
It was done so brilliantly, not only the movie, but the marketing.
Yeah.
Because they didn't let on in the marketing until the actors started appearing on like Leno and shit like that. But like, yeah, you're right. I remember when that movie came out, and you got to think about the fact that there's no special effects in that movie. There's no actual witch in that movie. It's all done with the idea of that there's something out there, but you never actually see the thing.
No,
right?
it's so well done.
That's
The
such a great
camera
mindfuck.
angles. I mean, I know there's been a lot of like fluke type videos on some of the scenes and stuff since then, but I think I'm thinking of Scary Movie when they
Oh,
put a scene-
spoof.
Yeah, spoof.
Yes.
And I think but yeah, I think that was probably probably one of my favorites.
The Exorcist.
I like
was,
all of them though. They're some of my favorites because they actually scare me.
The Exorcist was done well. That had people leaving the theater. But that was also back in like 1978 when people weren't as desensitized to it. And then once you got through like the late 70s, 80s, 90s, when all of these other like slasher type movies were coming out, you know, your Freddy's and Jason's and all that shit. I saw Freddy Krueger once at the end of my bed.
Okay, is this the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the story.
All right.
I'll tell you my story.
Yeah, tell us your story about fucking Freddy Krueger at the end of your bed. Chuck and I are about to run for our lives.
I don't know. I was staying at my grandma's house. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and staying there with my mom and whatever. And I got sick.
Your aunt's?
I got my grandma's house.
Your grandma's house, okay.
And I got sick and woke up in the middle of the night, and Freddy Krueger was standing at the end of my bed, just like flicking his knife fingers, and that happened for like 3 nights in a row. I don't know if it was like just fever dream or.
Well, were you sick with high fever?
Yeah.
Then maybe.
But could it have been the boogeyman? Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga is not the boogeyman.
Yeah, Baba Yaga the boogeyman. It's the Russian boogeyman.
Baba Yaga is a witch.
Baba Yaga is the Russian boogeyman.
That is a chicken-footed house that she lives in.
Excuse me. The documentary John Wick tells me differently.
Okay, I'm not happy.
There's 4 parts to this documentary.
Baba Yaga is not
Oh
gonna
my
be
god, I'm
pleased.
Googling that shit right now.
The chicken feet house? I'm not lying.
I'm not. Yeah.
I'm not lying. Look it up. Baba Yaga chicken foot house. You think I'm joking? I can't make this shit up.
She flies in a wooden bowl and lives. No, she lives in a house with chicken legs.
That's what I said. She lives in a house
She's
with
the
chicken
boogeyman.
legs.
How she's the boogeyman?
She's not the boogeyman.
Yeah.
She's fucking a badass, but she's not a boogeyman.
She's a lady boogeyman.
Anyway.
They're all boogeymans.
Sure.
Chicken house. That's the coolest part. And she flies in a bowl. Okay, we gotta learn more about this chick.
Okay, well, I can definitely.
She's an old bony woman with iron teeth. Has very long hooked nose that touches the ceiling. What? And wild hair and tattered clothes. Her house stands on giant chicken legs. The house spins around until you tell it a secret phrase. A fence of human bones. Man, why didn't they gotta make a movie about this chick? She rides in a wooden mortar and steers with a pestle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And uses a birch broom to sweep away her tracks. Oh, wow. Look at that. Well, she sounds fun.
Like I said, she's pretty badass.
See, and that's what happens if you get a Ouija board. You're going to call the Baba Yaga in her house, and house is going to turn into a house with chicken legs.
You don't call upon Baba Yaga with a Ouija board?
Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
Hey, man. You got to be respectful.
No.
Anywho. What's your favorite scary movie? I guess like mind freak movie like that would be Blair Witch Project then?
I don't know. There's a lot.
There's.
But yeah, that's up there.
Yeah.
I can never pick one. There's always like a top 5.
So, do you think that because of film, do you think film is maybe some of the reason why we get a lot of stories then, based on like your theory of, oh, I heard the word, did you hear that? He just said no, and then he plays it back and you hear the word no. Do you think that's kind of where some of the stories that people get, like you're saying, like you saw Freddy Krueger. Well, Freddy Krueger is obviously a made up character from a movie.
But what if he wasn't?
So you seeing him doesn't mean he lived in that house. It means something could have either been portraying themselves as such, knowing and living off of their fears, which is a shadow type scenario.
That's like a demon shit.
It is, and we're gonna unpack that more later, because you've never told me that story before. And then I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I think there's definitely a difference. So I think. Yeah, I know where I was going. I was saying that movies may have been a reason why there are so many personal stories about paranormal activity. Like you go on Reddit and there's people talking about them all over the place.
People get inside their own heads and shit, right?
And drugs.
And
alcohol. Let's be honest. Like it's.
But yeah, we're not talking about those kind of demons. But yeah, people get inside their own heads and they watch movies and shit like this, like the whole Dracula idea, right? Like, yes, there was a guy named Vlad, whatever, and he did, shit, or did he not do shit? I don't know. We don't know.
Sure.
History books, right?
I guess.
But then that turned into Dracula, some dude with sharp teeth sucking on people's necks, turning other people into vampires and shit.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, yeah. Essentially, what we have as movies now are like legends and books that were written in the 1800s. That just kind of, fuck with people's brains.
So I want to go back to The Exorcist for a minute. Do you believe that people can become possessed?
I would have to believe in those things to believe that that's something that could happen.
I guess so.
Right?
Whatever demon.
I would have to believe in gods and devils.
Yeah, I suppose so. That's a very good point.
Because if that's the case, then why aren't positive things possessing people to do things? Like the same, like you can say I was possessed by the Holy Spirit to do that and do a nice thing. but it's not the same kind of possession. You're not like your personality isn't changing, or the things that you say, or you're not, barfing up soup and flopping on the bed and
okay. Well, I would like to believe that if an angel is possessing me, they're not making me puke out of respect and
but I feel
nicety.
I feel like it might change you in some way. I don't know.
I think you would. Yeah, there would be stories. There would be way more conversation. But maybe there is. We just don't hear
something
about
literally
them.
taking. Like I'm thinking of like taking control of your body and making you do things involuntarily.
Yeah.
Right. But in a positive way.
All right.
So.
Want to tell me a scary story?
I have a couple. You tell first.
Okay, well, I have one.
You tell. I have two. They go together.
They go together. Okay, so I
like ham and peas.
oh my god, the pop.
Bless you.
Excusez-moi. I went looking for a story on Reddit and came across apparently one of the most documented paranormal stories of all time.
Okay.
And I don't know if this was tied to anything, if you've seen any movies or anything about it, or if you've heard about it. But it's from in late 1988. A young single mother named Jackie Hernandez moved into the modest bungalow in San Pedro, California, looking for a fresh start. She was pregnant, leaving a troubled marriage, and trying to build a stable life with her young daughter. But almost as soon as she unpacked, the house felt off. It started with subtle poltergeist activity. Her cat would hiss at empty corners, small household items disappeared only to turn up in strange spots, and heavy footsteps echoed across the attic floor late at night. Jackie tried to brush it off as stress or pregnancy exhaustion, but everything escalated dramatically in April of 1989 after her second daughter, Samantha, was born. One night, Jackie heard a raspy, labored wheezing coming from the baby's nursery. When she went to check on her, she saw the figure of an old man leaning directly over the newborn's crib. He had gray, waxy skin, deeply sunken eyes, and a cruel, leering grin. Terrified, Jackie grabbed her baby and sought help from the local priest. Instead of offering support, they accused her of being possessed and reported her to Child Protective Services, alleging she was having drug-induced hallucinations.
That's what I was going to say. Cocaine, C80s.
Trapped and isolated, Jackie returned home to find another chilling development. There was magnetic alphabet letters on her refrigerator that were rearranged to spell out two words: get out. Before long, the hauntings took a terrifying physical turn. A thick, dark red liquid that smelled of metallic rotting blood began oozing from the walls and pooling on the kitchen floor.
Does this not sound like something I already talked about?
In the attic above, loud rhythmic pounding and violent dragging sounds echoed continuously as if something massive was trying to break through the ceiling. I know, that's why I kind of giggled when you said that. A concerned friend eventually connected Jackie with Dr. Barry Taff, a well-known parapsychologist. In 1989, Taft brought an investigation team to the bungalow, including cameraman Jeff Wheatcraft and photographer Gary Boehm. The moment they stepped inside, the temperature plunged, a heavy stench of decaying flesh filled the air, and violent crashes shook the ceiling beams. The two investigators climbed into the dark attic space with their cameras rolling, and without warning, an unforeseen force violently ripped the camera from Wheatcraft's hands. And moments later, as Boehm watched in horror, an invisible entity grabbed the loose clotheslines in the attic, wrapped it tightly. Trigger warning about suicide if you need to skip past the next 20 seconds. Wrapped it tightly around Wheatcraft's neck and yanked him off his feet, strangling him in midair.
I wouldn't call that suicide. I'd call that murder.
I guess murder. Well, it could trigger some different things. Anyway, Wheatcraft dangling helplessly from an unseen force became one of the most famous images in paranormal history, and the entire ordeal was later detailed in a documentary called An Unknown Encounter. I want to watch this documentary. It was like a 1997 documentary, so it's one of those really cool, well done ones.
It's gonna be like reenactment shit, like unsolved mysteries type shit.
The investigation ended instantly, obviously, and Jackie packed up her children and fled the house the very next morning. However, experts believe 2 distinct entities inhabited the home, one benign spirit tied to a 1913 grave nearby, and a malicious one that fed on fear. The dark entity did not remain behind in San Pedro. Apparently, it attached itself to Jackie, following her to her trailer in Kern County, and through several subsequent moves over the years, cementing the case as one of the most thoroughly documented hauntings on record.
That just sounds like a whole bunch of bullshit from every horror story or movie you've ever heard in life.
Right. I found a little article of her interview, and she's talking about how she suggested that investigators try a Ouija board. And as they began, she recalls the table began to shake and the session ended when the photographer was thrown against a trailer wall by an invisible force. So the board explained her hauntings, she believes. So there's these question and answers, and it says, question, how long have you been trapped in the spirit world? And the answer is 60 years. Question, did you die in the San Pedro house? Answer, no. Question, where did you die? Answer, San Pedro Bay. Question, did you drown? Answer, no, I was held underwater. Question, did you live in San Pedro house? Answer, my murderer lived there. And this was the conversation, apparently, with the Ouija board.
But see, now, if this ghost knows so much about what happened, et cetera, why is it not, why is it being a dick?
Pissed off. I don't know. Yeah.
These aren't the people that did that thing.
Absolutely, but we know how that goes.
But then why?
Boredom.
Racist ghosts?
Maybe.
Just because you live in this house, that means you're associated with the guy who killed me, so now I have to be all mean and murdery and try to kill you and people you know and stuff like that?
Maybe when you become a ghost, your memory gets faulty and all you know is that your murderer lived in that house and you don't recognize who the murderer was because they came at you from behind and all you could find out in the afterlife was that they lived in that house.
It's like a Memento scenario, like the movie Memento.
Sure. Add it to the list. We have a running list of movies that AJ wants me to watch that I've never watched because I don't watch movies. But
That's a good one. Yeah, it just, I think my problem with it all is it gets to a point where it's all the same, right? Like ghost in house. So all the stuff that the house was doing, that sounds exactly like the shit that comes from the Amityville story, which apparently has happened in other places, but no cameras ever capture it.
No, because
there's never any actual pictures of like blood coming out of walls.
Well, because it hasn't happened now that everyone has cameras in their house.
There were cameras in the 80s.
Not in everybody's house.
Okay, but why is there not one?
And people were having phones in their hands all the time with cameras.
Why is there not one? Right? There's somebody out there.
But at least the aftermath, because the blood wouldn't disappear, right?
Shit like that.
It would stain the fuck out of your carpet.
And then they always call some doctor of parapsychology or some shit like that. Like the two investigators in the Conjuring story. Right? There's always some doctor of parapsychology that's called. And then
do you think the doctor of parapsychology school is just them learning all the secrets on how to not give away all the secrets? It's like, this is all a big scam. This is how you get away with keeping this scam up. And it's just a scam of parapsychology.
It's all a version of the same story.
It seems like it a lot of the time, but it makes sense when you kind of label certain things from it, right? That's why I think people make sense of it. Right? It's like, oh, it's a poltergeist. That's why everything in your house is moving. If everything wasn't moving, it was just a ghost.
You don't just have a bad memory.
No.
Like, oh, I picked up this thing.
My bad memory did not make all my pants fall from my ceiling.
But prove that that's happened. The most you can prove is, oh, my keys weren't there earlier, but now they're there now. Must have been a ghost. No, you must have forgot that you put them there.
So I did a lot of reading stories for today's episode because we can't really just watch the videos easily with everybody. But I kind of want to go back into my research and sort of do a little bit more video watching because there was a lot of people that were posting videos and it's like, is this real or is this something you made up or did you just capture something weird?
Nowadays, yeah, there's that too because there's phenomena with light and shadow and blood, right? Where your eye, because that's how like magic mushrooms work.
Sure.
Right? You're really sensitive to light and shadow, so you think things are going ooh, or you think there's something over there behind the corner, shit like that, right? It's because your pupils are the way your pupils dilate.
Right.
They're too dilated, so they're letting all the light in.
Right.
Right. Okay, I got two. Okay, so this one's called "Did I hallucinate this, or did something else happen?" Ooh.
Okay.
So I still think about something that happened to me a while ago, and I've never found an explanation for it. I was at a hypermarket in a mall with my mom. We were just shopping like any other day. At one point, I happened to look behind me and noticed a man standing quite far away. He was dressed entirely in black, a black coat, black pants, black belt, everything. He was also a black man. What caught my attention was his clothes, though. It was the way that wasn't his clothes, though. It was the way that he was staring directly at me. I ignored it and continued walking with my mom. A few minutes later, I got a strange feeling that somebody was watching me again. I turned around, and there he was, still looking at me. This time, he had a really unsettling smile on his face. I can't explain it, but it genuinely scared me. I hurried over to my mom and told her, "Something feels wrong. Can we leave? I don't feel okay." That man keeps looking at me. She immediately looked around the area to see who I was talking about. We both searched, but there was no one matching the description anywhere. It was like he had disappeared. To this day, I remember seeing him clearly as I see anyone else. I'm wondering, I guess you're supposed to put I'm wondering whether I imagined it, whether he simply walked away before we looked, or whether my brain somehow misinterpreted what I saw. I honestly don't know. But then there's this other one.
Hold on.
Okay.
Do you have that open? Like, is there comments?
Yeah.
For that? Like, as to anybody's idea of what it might have been?
No.
Because
this was posted 14 days ago.
Oh, wow. That was recent.
Yeah, there's 3 upvotes.
Okay. Yeah, interesting, because to me it sounds like a shadow creature.
Okay. This one's called "I Think I Saw the Hat Man," and it was posted 16 days ago.
Oh, fuck, not the Hat Man.
One evening when I was about 10 years old, back home in London, Ontario.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I picked this one.
Fuck yeah.
My mother and I were chatting together on the couch in the front living room of our home. The living room had 2 couches and a love seat. The largest couch was right in front of the furthest wall facing the front entrance and hallway to the staircase, which led up to the master bedroom, 2 smaller bedrooms, and a bathroom. We were sitting on that one. So I guess the big one that's like facing what she just explained. The light was on in the hallway, so it's very, in capitals, easy to see everything. House entrance, living room, hallway, staircase to upstairs, etc. All of a sudden, a movement caught my eye from the top of the stairs, and I quickly looked up to see a man wearing what looked like a magician's hat.
Yeah, like a black top hat is what I'm picturing.
A black hat.
Yeah.
That's how I explained it to my mom. Quickly glide by the top of the staircase. Confused, I asked my mom if there was someone else in the house. My dad was working late, so he wasn't home, and my sister was watching TV in the back living room. She just as confused responded, "No, why?" I was like, "Well, a man with a magician hat just walked by the stairs over to my sister's room. She got up, obviously a little unnerved, and went upstairs to see if anybody was there. She told me to draw what I had seen, and I remember exactly what it looked like. It was a black shadow-like silhouette of a man with a magician hat. No features, and only the top half of the figure was visible to me. Years went by, and I learned that other people have had similar experiences seeing what is called the Hat Man. When I was 10 years old, I had no clue about anything like that, or that such an entity even existed. Now that I know, it freaks me out, and I wonder if that was what it was."
It was.
So, the Hat Man, in 2 places. The Hat Man was at the mall, and apparently he's an African-American fellow, and then he was at this lady's house when she was 10 in London, where we live.
I have a Hat Man story.
You have a Hat Man story?
Yeah. My neighbor in high school used to have a Hat Man that used to visit her.
What is it with the Hat Man?
I don't know. It's a very common one.
Again, so did that start as like a rumor?
I don't know, but it's like people that have had it happen to them, when they tell the story, they sound very freaked out. Apparently it's very freaky.
I used to get high and think I saw stuff peeking around the corner at my old house.
Sure. And there's a phenomenon, actually, I don't know what it's called, but there's some phenomenon where you see things out of the corner of your eye that aren't actually there.
Yeah.
But this is different. Like, these are like full apparitions at the end of your bed, at the end of your couch, or kind of following. Like, usually, I don't know if it was the guy in the
Amish ghosts.
thing, but yeah, apparently it is a well-known entity.
Is that like Slender Man?
Yep.
I think he was just created as like a video game or some shit like that. See, that's another thing, right? The whole Slender Man thing. I'm pretty sure that was just created as a video game about, you have to like go through the bush with a flashlight, the woods with a flashlight, and if Slender Man catches you, you're fucked or whatever, right? And then it turned into this whole Slender Man's in the woods, and then terrible things actually happened. Like, there were these two girls who lured their friend out into the bush, fucking stabbed her to death because they said to sacrifice to Slender Man. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's how these things start too.
Sure. There's it's a very twisted world of psychology, I guess we could call it.
Parapsychology?
But yeah. But yeah, like there's also like different cultures that have different stories. Like I think Skinwalker is like a cultural story where that comes from.
I don't know if that's I've always thought that was like a native thing, but then we watched something, I think Sam and Colby, and they were in Appalachia, whatever you want to call it. And apparently that's a fucked up place. Like, if you believe in this whole paranormal thing and stuff like that, like those rules that they were talking about in that video.
Yeah.
Apparently those are true. In searching for the stories, I read another one about this couple. It was really long, but about this couple who essentially, they went to Appalachia for their honeymoon. I don't know why, but there's like no cell service or anything there, right? And they went there for their honeymoon and stuff like that. And then they're fine for a couple days. And then she wakes up to a phone call from her mom on like WhatsApp or whatever. And then there was like nobody on the other end. So then they were all like freaked out and stuff like that. And when they got back home, I guess something else weird happened like the night after or something like that. Like, they heard people calling their names outside.
Because I hope so. A long story just for a WhatsApp call. Yeah.
They heard people calling their names outside the cabin, so they went out and looked. Which is, you don't do that. You ever see a horror movie? You don't do that.
No, and that's what the mountains they're known for.
But yeah, so I guess they went outside, nothing was there. And when they got back home and got back to like cell service and stuff like that, she checked her WhatsApp and there was like no history of the call. And then she asked her mom, she's like, "No, I didn't call you. Why would I call you? You're on your honeymoon."
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of stories about that place, and usually it has to do with things calling out your name and trying to get you to come out of your space and stuff like that.
And then there's like also like, I don't know if we could you call skinwalkers, would that be a paranormal thing, or would that be more of like a cryptid sort of thing, like that game that we're playing, right? The American Monsters one. It's based off of actual urban legends.
I think that's what it is.
Right?
Yeah,
so you have Bigfoot, you have that Banshee.
Okay, Bigfoot's real.
You have the Banshee. No, Sasquatch is real. Bigfoot's not real.
Okay.
He prefers Sasquatch. It's 2026. Let's
fine.
get with it.
Anyway.
But there's Sasquatch. There's Mothman, which actually there's a really good movie called Mothman Prophecies. That has to do with that urban legend. But they're all famous urban legends, and a couple of them, like the Ozark Howler, is in the Ozark Mountains, which is kind of like your Appalachia, and I'm pretty sure that the Banshee is Appalachian.
Is Appalachian.
Yeah, so there's, again, it's this game of telephone. It's this legends upon legends upon legends, stories that just, like, I'm thinking about things in like, 20, 30 years are the urban legends that my dad told me, or the horror scary stories. Like, there's that popular one of the couple, and they get stuck on the highway, and then all of a sudden they hear like a on the side of their car, and the guy goes to open the door, see if he's there, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and then, oh no, where's my husband? And then I looked in the back, and there was a dude with a hook. Right?
Or the one of the wailing mother by the side of the river.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? Stuff like that. So
Yeah.
how long is it going to take for those stories that aren't necessarily factual to become paranormal and factual?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where until I see it, I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to say I believe in ghosts.
Sure.
Maybe
I still do.
I believe in the potentiality of something like that to a degree, but not.
And I think that's why you watch it.
Not in the famous sense or the popular sense of believing.
Yeah, I think you want to believe that it's true, and that's why you watch those things. You're like, it would be really cool if this was true. It'd be freaky, and if it is true, I want to watch somebody prove it to me.
Yeah, like I've had people tell me, "Oh, I was sitting, I was asleep, and then my bed sunk down, or some shit like that." It's like,
stop sleeping in water beds. It's 2026.
Were you dreaming? Were you not? Were you? Yeah. Anyway,
were you on sleep medication?
Yeah,
for sure. Well,
so, yeah.
What's your favorite myth, scary story?
Do you have any paranormal experiences that you would like to tell us about? And
leave them in the comments or send us a PM, and we'll make a cool little.
I want to believe.
If people want to send in little stories or something like that, I can always do little shorts.
Yeah.
We can kind of tell them as little shorts for you guys. But yeah, it'd be really cool to hear your stories and your thoughts and your beliefs and your favorite, myths and legends and cryptids or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. Join the conversation.
Join the club.
Yeah.
We don't have a club yet.
We don't have a club. What are you looking forward to this week?
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday on Saturday.
Yeah. So before we record the next episode, we are celebrating you. Yeah. What are we doing?
I don't know.
We're going to do some escape rooms.
And eat some food.
I guess. Maybe we should do that Japanese barbecue.
It's just all about being old and eating food now.
Yeah, apparently. That's what I think that's what birthdays kind of turn into is you just kind of do a few things you like and realize that like it's going to happen again next year. It's okay. It's fine. You don't need a big giant thing. I mean, my birthday is really close to Christmas, so I've humbled my birthday very, very much.
But that's what I keep thinking about, like the trip that I'm planning, right? It's like, I'm not doing anything like fantastic, amazing, like super entertaining or anything like that, but all the places I'm going to have really good foods. I was like, I'm just old and going to go eat food in other places.
I think the experience being there will be plenty. And I think that's one thing to look forward to too is don't put so much weight on your birthday this year because you're going to go spend 2 weeks in Europe. Right? Like that's going to be great.
I'm a peon.
But yeah, so this week we'll be doing everything about you.
Me.
And it'll be fun.
Hurrah.
I have a council meeting this week, which is kind of fun because we plan out our scouting events for the year. So that's kind of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, we're planning a movie in the park night coming up that I won't be at because I'm going to go play D&D with you instead.
Oh, yeah.
Because I double booked myself like I always do. But
Wah.
It's okay. We have a great team of scouters they're going to do some awesome work that day.
Cool.
So it'll be fun.
Where can people find us?
They can find us on TikTok.
They
can find us on TikTok. They can find us on Instagram.
Meta.
And Facebook.
Meta.
And YouTube.
MeTube. And Spotify. So and at our house, but we're not telling you where that is.
And at our house. But yeah, if you would like to join us on an episode.
Not at our house,
but on an episode, please shoot us a message and let us know what you want to come and talk to us about, and we'll see when we can slide you in. Otherwise, it's at Till Death Do Us Talk. We'll have it in, the links are all at the bottom of this video and everything.
When people do like this. And
if you're on YouTube, actually, you can go like this and hit subscribe. Yeah, I'll do that.
No, it's down here. Subscribe would still be down.
Yeah,
You were
Listen, all right.
Listen, Linda.
Follow us.
Listen, Linda.
Follow us.
Linda. Follow us, Linda.
Subscribe.
Linda.
Like us, maybe, if you want.
Listen, Linda.
Do you have a dad joke?
I have a skeleton joke. I have a skull joke.
A skull joke. I think the best joke in the room is Chuck's hat today.
Chuck's hat is brilliant. It is good. And it's not. And I'm gonna fold this. It's not a joke, as in it's a bad hat.
No.
The joke on the hat is good.
Yeah. No. Yes. It's not a bad hat. I love yellow.
I love the hat. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
I don't know.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
Oh my god, I don't know.
In case he got a hole in one. I forgot a badumts button next time.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
that is a good one, though. That is a good one. Thanks, Skeletor.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.